Good morning students, a very warm good morning to all of you. I hope you all are safe and being healthy at your home. Okay, now today we are here starting a mathematical chapter, that is chapter number 8, triangles. Okay, now before starting the chapter triangles, some recalls are given there. Just see what is here. First, in figure 1, find the following number of triangles and their names. You know what are the triangles? Yes, here they the triangles which is having the 3 angles, okay, and 3 sides. This is called the triangle. So you just have to write the number of triangles and their names. Okay, so how many triangles are there? One APQ, PPR and QRC. Again PRQ, and the bigger one is A, B and C. Okay, so you already told the name of triangle. Next, triangle with vertex Q. With the vertex Q, which is the triangle? That is PQR. Okay, now side opposite to vertex R. So vertex R, which side is opposite to the R is PQ. Okay, now see in figure 2, name the following all triangles. So you can write how many triangles are there. One DAP, PAB and BPC. Again APB. Okay, now all segments, second, all angles opposite to side AB. Side angle opposite to side AB is only the P. Okay, now all segments, which are the segments? AB, PB, AP, PC, BC, PD and AD. Okay, in this we have to find out the third one also. Now moving to our topic, triangles. Now some introduction is given there. Just see. You have noticed triangular shape around you. You can easily spot objects in your surrounding whose spaces are triangular in your school, at your home, while traveling, while studying, etc. Yes, students, you are already seen the triangle one. Yes, so many things are there which are in the triangle shape. You can say your bread pizza is also in a triangle shape. Yes. Triangles also play a very important role in the field of science, engineering and mathematics. That is why there is a complete subject on the study of triangle known as trigonometry that you will study in a higher classes. Okay, we use the prefix tri with many words in our day-to-day life. For example, tricycle, tri-series, etc. Tricycle means a cycle with 3 wheels. Tri-series in the cricket or any other sport in a series played by the 3 countries or 3 teams. Similarly, triangle means a closed figure with 3 angles. The meaning of tri is 3. Okay, so triangles means it is having the 3 angles. Along with 3 angles, these possesses the parts as well. Consider a triangle ABC. The different parts of the triangles are. Now see, this is the triangle ABC. So what are the different parts of the angle ABC? Triangle ABC is, first is the angle. So how many angles are there? 1, 2, 3. So you can say there are the 3 angles of triangle, that is angle A, angle B and angle C. Then how many are the sides there? You can see how many sides are there? 3. AB, BC and CA. There are the 3 sides. And how many vertex are there? You know the meaning of vertex, where the 2 lines are getting meet. Yes, so here are the vertex A, vertex B and vertex C. So there are the 3 vertex. The 3 sides and the 3 angles of a triangle are together called the 6th part of the or element of the triangle. Look at triangle ABC again. Here the sides opposite to the vertex A is BC. Yes, side opposite to the A is BC. Vertex side opposite to vertex C is AB and side opposite to the vertex B is AC. Okay. Now the angle opposite to side AB is the angle opposite to the side AB is angle C, and opposite to the BC is A, and opposite to the angle side AC is B, and vice versa. Yes. Now what about the altitude of a triangle? What do you mean by altitude? We know that altitude is also known as the height or the particular distance from the base. So what is the meaning of altitude? Altitude means is the height from the base, okay, or it is a particular distance. Sorry, it is a perpendicular distance. In a triangle, the altitude is the perpendicular line segment drawn to a side of a triangle from the opposite vertex. So how your altitude is drawn from the opposite side? You just have the perpendicular distance. Now see, BE is the perpendicular or the altitude drawn from a vertex B to the side AC. Now you can see the altitude can be drawn on the opposite side. From C, here you can see from the C to the AB, the altitude is drawn, that is FC, and from the A to the BC line, the altitude drawn is AG, okay. Altitude of a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, the two perpendicular sides acts as an altitude to each other as they may make an angle of 90 degree between them. For example, just see the figure in a triangle ABC. The altitude from vertex A to the side BC, yes, from the A to the side BC, and the other is from B to the side AC. Does not coincide with any side of triangle ABC. Now altitude of an obtuse angle triangle. In an obtuse angle triangle, the altitude draw from the acute angle vertices always lies about the outside the triangle. In triangle ABC, altitude AD lies outside triangle ABC on extended BC. Yes, in the obtuse angle, the altitude is drawn on the outside while increasing this extend the side BC. Now what about the median of triangle? In a triangle, a median is a line segment joining a vertex of a triangle with the midpoint of its opposite sides. So what is the median? Here you can see this is the median which join all the vertex at a point. Means when you are drawing a line from the vertex to the opposite side, from C to the AB and from B to the AE, here is the point where all the points are getting met. This point is called as the median. So all medians of a triangle lies inside the triangle. In the triangle ABC, DEF are the midpoints of the side BC, AC and AB respectively. So the three medians of triangle ABC are AD, BE and CF. In an equilateral triangle, the altitude and the median coincides. Yes, you know why? Because equilateral triangle is having all the sides are equal. That's why the median is meeting at the one point. Angle sum property of a triangle. The angle sum property of a triangle states that the sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180. Okay, now what you want to understand that the addition of all the angles means the sum of all the angles of a triangle is equal to 180. Okay, now see how we are proving this. Just see, here are some activity as given. Okay. Now, exterior angle property of a triangle. The exterior angle property of a triangle states that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. Just see here, means if you are adding the angle A plus angle B, so it is equal to angle C. If any angle is exterior one, then it is equal to the addition of interior two remaining angles, means angle A plus angle B, it is equal to angle C. Okay, now properties of triangles. The sides opposite to equal angles of a triangles are also equals. It means triangle XYZ, if angle Y is equal to angle Z, then XZ is equal to XY. It means if the sides are opposite to equal angle of a triangle are also equal. Okay. Now the angles opposite to the equal side of a triangle are also equal. Means this the angle opposite to the equal side. If the sides are equal and this is having the angle, then this is also the equal. Here you can see PQ is equal to QR. Okay. Now angle R is opposite to that of PQ, and angle P is opposite to the side QR. So there the angles opposite to equal side of a triangle are also equal. The sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Yes, the sum of the two sides of the triangle is greater than the third side. Okay. Now, consider the proof of a floor of a room which is the shape of the rectangle. Consider the three corner points A, B, C. There are the two ways to go C to A, C from A. One of which is first from A to B and then from B to C, while the others directly moving from A to C diagonally. Yes, there are the two ways how you are going from A to C or A to B and then B to C. Okay, now there are the two ways. So here AB plus AC, AB plus AC is greater than BC. Now from the figure you can see AB and AC both are the greater one than the BC. Then AB plus AC, AC plus AB is greater than BC. Okay, or BC plus CA is greater than AB, means the sum of the length of the two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side, means if you are adding any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Are you understood all the properties of triangle? Yes. Now see, question is there, example is there. Check whether 4.5 centimeter, 6.7 centimeter and 3.1 centimeter can be a side of a triangle. So for that what you have to do, you just have to add the two sides. Okay. Now make it a name as AB and C. Add the two sides AB, BC or AC and just see is it the greater than the third one. Yes, here you can see all the two sides, in all the situation the two sides are greater than the third one. It means the sum of the length of any two sides is greater than the third side. So the sides can be form a triangle. For that you just have to remember the properties of triangles. Okay. Now find out it is possible to have a triangle with the following measurement, that is 60, 70, 80. Okay, you know what is the measurement of triangle is 180. Just add the number. If it is equal to 180 then only it is possible. Just see the first one, 60, 70, 80 is equal to 210. So it is greater than 180 means angle is not formed, cannot form the angles of a triangle. Just see the C1, 90, 20, 70. So 90, 20 is equal to 110 plus 70 is equal to 180. Yes. So C can form a angle of a triangle because that addition it is equal to 180. If addition is not equal to 180, then it can't be formed the triangle. Again regarding to the side, just you have to add the two side. 10 plus 20, 15 it is equal to 25. It is greater than 80. Yes, therefore its side can be that the sides can be the sides of the triangle, means the addition of two sides is always greater than the third side. Find the sum of the four angles of a quadrilateral. How you are finding? Just see here. If you are considering the quadrilateral ABCD, okay, now first you have to draw a diagonal. You know what is the meaning of diagonal? It divides the quadrilateral into the two parts, okay, not in a equal part but it divides into the quadrilateral into two parts. Now the quadrilateral is divided into two triangles. So there are the two triangles ABC, where is ABC and AB triangle into ABC and ACD. Okay, now first this triangle ABC in triangle ABC. So CAB means CAB, then ABC and BCA. Yes, you know the all the three are triangles are there. Then addition of all these angles is equal to 180. Now in ACD, you just see ACD, DC, CDA and ADDAC. Okay. Now again you have to write ACD, CDA and DAC. It is equal to again 180. Then adding the both of them, what you will get? If you are rearranging the angles, you will get DAB plus ABC plus BCD plus angle CDA is equal to 360. Now you know the sum of the angles of quadrilateral, it is equal to 360. Yes. So it is 180 and it is 180. So that sum of the quadrilateral, it is equal to 360. Okay. Now example 4 is given. Find the values of A and B in the adjoining figure. Just see here A, B, you have to find out. So in triangle XYZ, just see here is the angle 68 and here is angle A. So you can make it as a linear pair. Okay. So while linear pair is there, you just can, or you can say exterior angle property comes, also you can use. In exterior property angle, what it is, the interior, if you are adding the two interior angle, it is equal to, yes, it is equal to how much? 180. Okay. Now see here 35 plus XYZ. If you are XZY. Okay. If you are adding, you will get the 33 here. Z is equal to 33. And when you are adding in a XZY plus YZP is equal to 180. Okay. Then XZ is equal to 33 and it is YZP is equal to B, means it is equal to 180. So B is equal to 147. Okay. Now in this way also you have to find out, there are different methods also. Or you can say that I told you earlier, alternate method is, if you are adding the number, if you are adding the angle XYZ, that is XYZ plus QYZ, it is the, yes, straight angle. So it is equal to 180. When A is not given, so A you have to find out, it is equal to 112. When A is now you know, then B you also know, because, yes, because exterior angle property. Yes, so that's why again you have to find out the same thing. There are the different methods. Now see the next exercise 8.1. Categorize the following triangles as right angle triangle, acute angle, or obtuse angle triangle. Okay. Now see the first one. Now you can see which one it is. 30 plus 20 is 50. 50 plus 130 is equal to 180. But you can see here is one angle is, yes, 130. So it is the obtuse angle. Then B, you can see here is the 90 degree, means it is the right angle, because 50, 40 and 90. So here is the right angle triangle. Now what about the third one is 2x plus 2x plus 2x is equal to 180. So 6x is equal to 180. So x is equal to 30 and 2x is equal to 60. So here is the 60, 60, 60, means it is the acute angle. And what about that? Then you have 2 plus 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12x is equal to 180. So x is equal to 180 divided by 12. What you will get? X is equal to 15. Okay. Then multiply 15 to the 30. 15 3 is 45 and remaining one is 15 7 is, yes, it is the 105. So here is the 105, means it is the obtuse angle. Okay. Now see the second one question. Categorize the following triangle as scalene, isoscalene, equilateral. So what is the scalene? Means it is having the all the three sides are different, means it is the scalene. What about the B? All the sides are equal, it is the equilateral. And then now he see here C, which one is? It is the isosceles triangle, because now see here both the two sides are equal, so you can see it is as isoscale. Isoscalene. Then here is the, you can scale at scalene, because it all the sides are different, and here two sides are same, means it is again the isoscale. Okay, you know what are the types of triangle? All the three sides are equal means equilateral triangle. If the two sides are equal, it is the isoscale triangle. If the three sides are different, it is the scalene triangle. C1. Name the 6 parts of the following triangle. For that, what you have to write? You just have to, 6 parts means you just have to write the 3 angles and 3 sides. So in a triangle PQX, so angles are angle P, angle Q, angle X, and what about the sides? Side PQ, side QR as QX, and side XP. So you have to just do by your own self. Second one B. Now the fourth question. Classify the following triangles as scalene, isoscalar, equilateral. Okay. For that you just have to see the sign. 11, 8, 10 means it is all sides are different. Means it is the scalene. Then RS, ST, TR all the three sides are same. Means it is the equilateral. 7, 9, 7 again means it is the, yes, which one it is? Two sides are same means it is the isoscale. Then 15, 20, 18 it is the scalene. Okay, and this we have to find out. Fifth one, classify the following triangles are acute angle, right angle or obtuse. Here is the 80, 50, 50 means it is which one? It is the acute. Then 30, 60, 90 it is the right angle. 20, 30, 130 is the obtuse because one angle is more than 90 and all the angles are same, so it is the equilateral triangle. Okay, or you can say it is a acute. Then name any two altitude of the joining triangle DEF. Where are the, how many are there two altitudes are? You can say the first is D from the E to that number. That is, name any two altitudes. So which are the altitudes in the triangle DEF? That is DE and EF. Though no need to draw this. So what are the two altitudes? That is DE and EF. Now see the seventh question. Yes. Find the values of x in each of the following triangles. So what you have to do, just see here 43, 67 x means you just have to add the number 43 plus 67 plus x, it is equal to 180. So 1110 plus x is equal to 180. So x is equal to 70. Okay, so here I have to write 70. Then what about the second one? Just see x is the exterior angle. Okay, now the addition of 2, it is equal to exterior angle. So it is equal to 70 plus 40 is equal to 1110. Now what about this? Here you can see 30, 50 and measurement of triangle is equal to 180. So it is 80 and how much is required? 100. So here I have to write 100. Okay. In this way you have to solve the remaining one. Now 8th question. Find out whether it is possible to have a triangle with the following side. Just see 6, 4, 4. So here is the two sides are 4 and one side is 6 means it is the isoscale triangle. So it is possible. Then what about the 7, 2 and 5? So you just have to for this do the calculation. Yes, 7, 2 and 5. So for that what you have to do, the addition of two sides is equal to greater than the third side. Yes, again see the third one, see. Yes, 2 plus 11 or 2 plus 8, 10 is greater than 11. Okay, now see the question number 9. Each of the two equal triangles of an isoscale triangle are twice the third triangle. Find the measure of all the angles of a triangle. Just see the 9th question. Okay, now each of the two equal triangles of a isoscale triangle. If you are drawing the isoscale triangle, okay, now here in the isoscale triangle, third side, third angle, okay, an isoscale triangle are twice the third angle. If you are considering the angle x here, 2x here and 2x here, then you have to add x plus 2x plus 2x is equal to how much? Is equal to 180. So it is equal to 5x is equal to 180. So x is equal to 180 divided by 5. So x is equal to 5 3s are 15 and 5 4 20. So it is 2. So when x is equal to 32 means one angle is 32 and double it 2x means 32 2s are, yes, 5 3s are 15, 30 is remaining, 5 6 are, okay. So here you have to write 36, okay, 36. So the one angle x is equal to 36, then 2x is equal to 72 and again 2x is equal to 72. So the three angles are 36, 72 and 72, okay. Now see the 10th one. One of the acute angle of a right angle triangle is 47. Find the measure of the other acute angle. Yes, in the acute angle, right angle triangle, you know one angle is 47. So one is 47, second is 90. So add 47 plus 90 and then it subtracted from the 180, you will get the third angle. Okay. Now see 11th and 12th is also the same that you have done already. Now next to the 14. Then P is the point in the exterior of triangle XYZ as shown in the figure. PX, PY and PZ are joined. Then is XY plus YZ is greater than ZX? Yes. Why? Because yes. Why? What is the reason? Because it is the median. Yes. It is the median, or means X is the median. Now see the 15th question. The angle of a triangle are in the ratio 2, 3, 4. 2 is to 3 is to 4. Find the measure of all three angles of the triangles. For that you just have to do the calculation, that is consider the angle is as x. So how you are writing? 2x plus 3x plus 4x, it is equal to 180. So 4 plus 3 7, 8 9x is equal to 180. So x is equal to 180 divided by 9. So x is equal to 20. Okay, so what is the measurement of x is equal to 20 means? 2x means 40, 60 and 80. So you can add this and you will get the is equal to 180. Now just see the 16th one. You can find out the 17th also. You have to do your own by 16, 17. Fill in the blanks. In triangle MTR, MT is equal to TR. Then angle R is equal to, where is the angle R? Here is not given. Okay. So angle R is equal to angle M, because MT is equal to TR. Therefore angle R is equal to angle M. You have to write here angle M. Then angle P is equal to angle D. P is equal to D. Then PH is equal to, it is simple, that is HD. Triangle RAW, if ARW is equal to WAR, then AW is equal to WR. Yes. Then in triangle TEA, ET is equal to AT. ET is equal to AT. Then angle A is equal to angle, yes, you have to write angle E. Okay. Now last one you have to do by your own. See the last one. Two sides of an isosceles triangle are 4 and 9 respectively. Which of the following will be the measure of the third side? If it is an isosceles triangle, okay, means its two sides are equal. So one side is 4 and one side is 9. So which will be the answer? 4 or 9? Yes, it will be 9, because you know in the isosceles triangle two sides are equal. So here is the answer 9. Okay, are you understood everyone how to solve the examples? Moving to the next topic, that is Pythagoras theorem. It is very important for you students. It is already it is used in the next class also, and on the further studies in the maths also you will require the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, now see some information is given related to the Pythagoras theorem here. Now Pythagoras theorem, okay, so are you heard about the Pythagoras? Yes, Pythagoras, a Greek philosopher and mathematician, has made great contribution in every field of mathematics. He is still remembered for his discoveries in the field of numbers and geometries. He proved that the sum of all the angles of a triangle is equal to two right angles. It means when you are adding the two right angles, means it is having the addition of 90 and 90, you will get a one measurement of triangle, that is 180. Okay, so it will be discovered by the Pythagoras. See, let us recall the name of sides of right triangles. The side opposite to the right triangle is called the hypotenuse. Okay, so right opposite to the right angle triangle, the side is called as the hypotenuse. The side that include the right angle are called the base and perpendicular of a right angle triangle. Okay, so the side where the 90-degree angle is present, it is called as the base, or the perpendicular, this line is called as the perpendicular of a right angle triangle. The biggest angle in a right angle triangle is the right angle, and the longest side in the hypotenuse Yes, which is the biggest angle? It is the 90 degree. It is the biggest angle. And which one is the longest? What you say? Which is the longest side? So which is the longest side? It is the hypotenuse is the longest side in the right angle triangle, and this 90 degree angle is called as the greatest angle in the triangle. Okay. Now Pythagoras discovered that the sum of the square of base and perpendicular of a right angle triangle is equal to the square of hypotenuse. This property was named after him and is known as Pythagoras property or the Pythagoras theorem. So see, what is the Pythagoras theorem? In a right angle triangle, you know that Pythagoras theorem is eligible only for the right angle triangle, means where only the 90 degree angle is formed. So hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So it is the formula you should keep in your mind and remember all the time. That is, hypotenuse square means the third square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Okay, for that you just remember the square also. All the numbers are having the square. You just remember the square of the numbers. See, what is the Pythagorean triplet? Any three positive integers are said to form a Pythagoras triplet if the number of one number is equal to the sum of the square of the other two numbers. Just see here. Now here are the number 3, 4, 5. If you are squaring the number 3, 9, 4 square is 14, 16 and 5 square is 25. And when you are adding the two numbers, that is 9 plus 16, you will get the answer of 25. Means when you are adding the two numbers 3 square plus 4 square, you will get the answer is equal to 5 square. Means this is the Pythagorean triplet. Okay. Now see, some examples are given. Which of the following can be the sides of right angle triangle? 2.5, 6.5 and 6 centimeter. So how can you determine? You just square the number. 2.5 means 6.25, 6.5 means 42.25 and 6 square is 36. Just add the two numbers, that is 36 and 6.25 means the two smaller number, you will get the square of bigger number. So it will be proved that they are both the same. That's why this number is this is the right angle triangle. Okay, these sides are of right angle triangle. In this way, 2 to 5. If you are squaring 2, it is 4. It is 4. 4 plus 4, it is equal to 16. But 5 square is 25. So it doesn't match. It means it does not form a right angle triangle. Now see, some examples are also given. A tree broke at a point but did not form two pieces. Its top touched the ground at a distance of 8 feet from its base. If the point where it broke was at a height of 15 feet from the ground, what was the total height of the tree before breaking? Means when the tree is broke, it doesn't broke completely into the two pieces. So what happened at this height, means at the height of 15 feet, it will be cut. Okay, breaking. See here, what is the height of 15 means it is the height 1, and what is its base? It is the 8 feet. Then you have to find out perpendicular, so that you have to find out the hypotenuse. So for that you have to write the formula. Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So you will get the answer is equal to 32 feet. Okay. Now here also you can say, if it is a rectangle having each and every angle is equal to 90 degree. So you can cut this rectangle into the two right angle triangle. Now see here the line AC. AC is AC is called as the diagonal. So diagonal having the length 25. Then in the rectangle, this AD is the breadth, and what is about the length, you just have to find it. For that what you have to do, just subtract 25 square minus 7 square, you will get the answer of DC, means the base. Okay. Now some in exercise 8.2 examples are related to the hypotenuse is given there. See the first one. Find the value of x in the following triangles. Okay. Here you can find out the values, that is 6. And here is the 8. So angle side opposite to the 90 degree, it is equal to hypotenuse. You have to write hypo square is equal to 6 square plus 8 square. So what is the square of 6 is 36 plus 8 square is 64. Just add the number, you will get 100. So hypotenuse square is equal to 100. So hypotenuse is equal to square root of 100. So hypotenuse is equal to 10. So what will be the answer of x is equal to 10? Again, see here is the 30, opposite to the 90 is the hypotenuse, means you have to write hypotenuse square, it is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Now hypotenuse square is 13, so 13 square is equal to, base is not given, you just have to find out. So write it as b square plus, what is the perpendicular, that is 12 square. So 169, it is equal to base square plus 144. For that you just have to subtract the number, 169 minus 144, it is equal to b square. So 9 minus 4 is 5, 6 minus 4 is 2, and here is the 0 is equal to b square. So b is equal to square root of 25. So you will find b is equal to 5. Have you understood how to find out? You just have to see the side opposite to the right angle triangle. The side opposite to the right angle triangle is the hypotenuse. So if instead of hypotenuse any base or perpendicular it was given, what you have to do? You just have to do the subtraction. Okay. Now in the C also you can see base is given, hypotenuse is given. So you have to find out the perpendicular. So what you have to do? Just square the number 10. It is 100 minus 8 8s are 64. You will get the answer 36. Means you have to write here 6. Okay. In this way you have to find the remaining one. You know how to find out. Okay. Now see the question number 2. Which of the following triplets are Pythagorean? So what you have to do for that? You just have to see the three numbers 7, 24, 25. Just do the square of the two numbers, that is 7 square plus 24 square, it is equal to 25 square. So 7 square is 49 plus 24 square. What is the 24 square? 576. Okay, is equal to 625. Just see 5 carry 1, 625 is equal to 625. When the both sides are equal, then only it will be a Pythagorean triplet. Then you just have to do the remaining one, smaller one, 15 and 10 square you have to do, and just see it is equal to 25 square. If it is equal to LHS RHS, then only it is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay. Now see the question number 3. Find the length of the hypotenuse of a right angle if the length and the base of perpendicular are given. It is also the same you have to do. See the third one. What is given? You just have to find the hypotenuse. So you just write hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So you can say at base, which is the base? 6 square plus 8 square, so is equal to 36 plus 64, so it is equal to 100, means hypotenuse is equal to 10. Okay, now see the next one, 1.5 and 2. Okay, so hypotenuse square is equal to 1.5 square plus 2 square. So 1.5 square means 15 square is 225. 2.25 plus you just have to add 4. What you will get? Yes, means 6.25. 6.25. So hypotenuse is equal to root of 5. Okay, 5.0. Here you have to write 5, not 5, it is at root 2.5 because 625 is the square of 225. Okay, then here you have to write hypotenuse square. So hypotenuse is equal to 2.5. Okay, in this way you have to do the remaining one. Just see the first question. A ladder 45 feet tall when set against a wall of the house just reaches the windows at height 27 feet. Okay, now how far is the lower end of the ladder from the base of the wall? Means you just have to find the lower end, means base of the wall. You just have to do by your own. Okay, now in the adjoining figure, AC is equal to 50, BD is equal to 120. O is the midpoint of AC and BD, and AC is perpendicular to BD. Find the length of AB and CD. Yes, you just have to find the length of which one? AB. Where is AB? You just have to find AB and CD, means this is the hypotenuse. Okay, so BD is equal to 120, BD is equal to 120, but here you can see, here is the midpoint, then it is the 60, it is the 60. Then AC is equal to 50, again it is divided into the 25 and 25. When you will get this, you just have to square the number 25 and 60, add the number, you will get the answer. Okay, now see the next one. Yes, you can do by your own, it is the easy one. Yes, now see the question number 8. Find the length of the diagonal of a rectangle whose length is 12 centimeter and breadth is 5 centimeter. Okay, now just see, here is the rectangle. You just have to draw the rectangle. This is the question 8. Then when you are drawing the rectangle, you just have to draw the diagonal. Okay, name it as A, B, C or D. You can say anything. Yes, what is given? Whose length is 12 centimeter, means here is the length is 12, and you know in the rectangle opposite sides are equal. So here is the 12, here is the 12, and breadth is 5, and here is the 5. So what you have to find? You have to find the diagonal, means if it is a rectangle, it is having the 90-degree angle. Yes, you know. So here is the base and here is the perpendicular. You just have to square, that is hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Okay, so here is the 12 square plus 5 square. 12 square is 144 plus 25, it is equal to 169. So hypotenuse is equal to, hypotenuse square is equal to 169. So hypotenuse is equal to square root of 169. So it will give hypotenuse is equal to 13. So what will be the diagonal length is 13. Okay, in this way you have to solve all the remaining one. Students, I hope all the topics in the lesson number 8, that is triangle, you will understood very well. Okay, so with this is today goodbye to all of you. Now next we are meeting in the next class. Thank you so much for attending my class. Thank you so much.